Hello there, I've decided to put together a part 2 video of the precious metal clay pendant. I was quite happy with the first outcome, although there were a few things that I could have got a little bit better. So I've quickly gone through the process again, and I won't bore you with all the details again this time. I'm just going to show you the outcome and what things I changed from my first attempt. So the first thing that I've decided to do is to have a play with the copper clay rather than the bronze. It's exactly the same. It feels the same. You have to fire it at a slightly higher temperature, so you need to get it up to about 920 degrees centigrade rather than the bronze, which was at around 800. But that's certainly not a problem. I'm going to cut to a picture of the clay. This is how the clay arrives in these vacuum packed polythene bags. Even though they're vac packed, you can see around the edge of the clay there's a lighter brown colour. Now that's where it's hardened in the packet. What I found is when I took the clay out of the packet, you need to remove those light brown bits because they become very gritty and it stops the clay from picking up the detail within the mould. I've also decided on this one to use less clay, so my pendant is a lot thinner. So I'm using about, one packet which is it's about 2 millimeters thick now, as opposed to the bronze one before, which was over 3.5 millimeters thick, which was too thick really. Because it was thick, it takes a long time to dry. So on the copper one, I took it out I did it on a Friday and left it over the weekend. So it's had a good 2 days to dry naturally. So here I am firing up the forge using natural gas again. I've angled the pendant so that the tip of it is in the area where there's less heat, so I can try and heat it up evenly. So I've heated it up for about 7 or 8 minutes, glowing red hot. I let it cool naturally, and here you can see a picture of the copper pendant straight off of the forge, which is quite black, as you can see. I cleaned it up with a wire brush to start with. I used a bit of fine wet and dry, but mainly polished it up at the end with a couple of grades of wire wool. And as you can see, it's come up really nice. It was a lot easier to clean than the bronze clay, and overall that's a really nice finish. If anybody out there has got any really good examples, if you'd like to make a note in the box below, and I'd really like to see how other people get on with using this precious metal clay or bronze or copper clay in schools. Thanks very much for listening. Bye bye.